All right. What's going on, everyone? How's it going? Same shiny hunt, different day. We're back yet again looking for the shiny Tepig because what's new? I've been at this for 8 months. We're coming up on 8 friggin' months. This pig just does not want to shine for me. But hey, it's got to be any day now. Like this, the title of the stream says, title of the video says, it's got to be any day now. There's no way we continue going about this for any much longer. So let's just jump right into it. I am quite ready. I'm also quite sore. Quite sore. I've actually been going back to the gym the last few weeks. It has been a long time coming. I have not regularly worked out since like summer of 2020. So I've tried to go back here, there. I've done little stints, you know, every now and then, but I'm getting married in October. I gotta lose some weight. I gotta look better in a suit. I gotta feel better in a suit. So and it helps that Emily's, you know, motivating me to go as well. We're going together. We're keeping each other motivated. So that's been fun. It's been nice. There's a new gym near us, which makes it a lot easier to get to a gym. The one before, the only one we had before was forever away. So it is nice having one a lot closer to us, so we can actually get over there in a reasonable time after work and get back and not feel like the day, you know, the afternoon's completely spent. We can actually go to the gym and then have time to do stuff after work, at least on Mondays, because Emily can work from home today. The rest of the week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, unfortunately, she does have to go in. So she's the one that has the membership. So technically, even if I, you know, wanted to go from like Monday or Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I need to get my own membership, which I want to get my own membership anyways, because I don't want to always have to only go with her when she has a membership. But Captain Marvelous, what's up? What's up? How's it going? I'm doing pretty swell. Had a nice relaxing day. Nothing too crazy. Just a nice modest day at work. Got to, like I said, go hang out at the gym afterward, and not just hang out, actually do some work. And yeah, it's been a nice day. I'm feeling good. Got my contacts in, actually right now feeling pretty fine with them in. Hopefully I can last the whole stream with them in without any problems. The new what? You got a new job or something? Got you tired out? I feel that. Some jobs can be just a lot. There are definitely some days where my job has me wanting to rip all my hair out and throw myself off, you know, off a roof. I'm like, goodness. Luckily, those days are not as often as the good ones. Those days are like maybe once a month. There was I think it was like last November, maybe. There was like a solid 2 weeks where things were heated. There was a lot going on, and there a lot of pressure to get things done. And so those few weeks were not super great. But outside of that, I mean, it hasn't been like the worst job. Definitely more pressing than my last job. I never truly realized how lackadaisical my last job was. Very relaxed, very not pressed for time. We were allowed to get things really, you know, matured and developed, and not over, you know, people weren't overly stretched out doing too many different things. It was like one person was given one thing to work on for like a month. A good little workflow. I think it's because of like the nature of the project that I was working on. They really wanted it done right. So they were actually, instead of rushing to have everything done, they were like, okay, you know what? We want to just take our time. We want to get this done correctly, so we're not going to go crazy on it, which was nice. Got a little boring. It was especially boring because, you know, I actually had to go on to, you know, into work. Actually, I had to make the hour-and-a-half drive there, hour-and-a-half back. So it was boring in that regard, having to sit in an office building for 10 hours a day. New job for personal shoppers. Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, coworkers can make or break a job for sure. Good coworkers can make a shitty job feel really freaking good. Bad coworkers can make a good job feel really freaking bad. Like it really does. Yeah, it really does. It is very volatile in how it can affect your mentality and how you enjoy a job. But being a personal shopper, okay, are you doing like Instacart or something like that? Is that what it's called? I very occasionally will order like stuff delivered through Costco, which I think they do Instacart, I believe. I don't order like delivery stuff like that, like groceries or goods or anything. I might order, DoorDash occasionally for like restaurant pickup. Okay, curbside for Sam's Club. Okay, I gotcha. Yeah, I've never actually tried any of that stuff before. Like, a whole bunch of stores do that, like Target, all that, where you can place the order online, then you go sit in the like special parking spots and someone will bring your order out to you. I've never done that before. I've never thought to do that. But I'm also a kind of person, I really enjoy window shopping. So I actually like going into the store and looking around. So that's probably why I've never done anything like that, because I just prefer the in-person experience. I've never really been a big online shopper. I'm not the biggest fan of, buying online. Like Amazon's never really been my thing. One, I don't entirely agree with Amazon's business model. But two, I don't know. There's just something to me about actually going into a store and looking around and finding something that you want. Call me old fashioned, I guess, but you bought a cobalt blue for, I don't know if I know what that is. Cobalt blue. Is it either sounds like a car or a tool of some kind. I can't say I know what that is though. Oh, Game Boy Advance SP. I was completely wrong there. I was completely off. I'm sitting here like, is that a power tool or is that a car? But very nice, very nice. That's awesome. That might have been the one my sister had growing up. She had a Game Boy Advance SP that was a bluish. But I was completely off the mark with the with that right there. Turn my head in this direction and grab my water for a second. I feel a little knot back here. Interesting. Need a pop, maybe? Ooh. Okay, maybe don't do that. Goodness. Did I tweak something at the gym just now? Maybe. Just gotta move around and stretch it out. I think I'll be good. I need to put my water over here, though. That way I can reach it more easily, not have to turn my neck in that direction. Ordering a new screen for Game Boy Color. Okay, very nice, very cool. If I ever can find myself if I can ever stop spending money on this Shiny Living Dex, I'm constantly buying like games or like, well, I guess I haven't bought another DS or console, and it's really just games. I keep buying games to help myself complete this. If I can ever actually get myself to stop buying so many games to help out with the Shiny Living Dex, and also put a little hold on some Pokemon card purchases, I would really like to buy a Game Boy Color. I'm sure, I'm definitely capable of modding one myself, but there are some things that people do to Game Boy Colors that, like, I don't know if I could personally figure out on my own, or like, I don't know if you need like a 3D printer to make some of these shells. Like, I don't know how people go about making the like custom shells and stuff. Maybe you can buy shells from people and then install it yourself, but I've found some really cool ones on eBay before that I've really been tempted to buy. Some cool modded Game Boy Colors. So maybe one day I'll actually commit to buying one of those. Okay, got it from AliExpress. Okay, very nice, very nice. I've never used AliExpress. I've never used any of that. Which again, it goes back to, I just don't buy that much stuff online, really. Other than buying the occasional Pokemon card or something off eBay or Mercari, like, I do not buy online very often. Like, I will straight up just not get something that I that I need or want if I can't find it in store. Like, the only reason the new monitors I have for my computer setup, the only reason I bought them online was, one, because I went in store to Best Buy and saw one on display. I liked the way it looked. I saw it was marked down $100. I have a Best Buy credit card from buying a washer and dryer through them, so I could get a payment plan to pay off the monitors over some time. So that's the only reason I bought these things online, was because I physically went into the store and saw them. I was like, oh, cool. Oh, I could put this on my card if I buy it through the app and, you know, get the discount and everything. So that's the last time I bought something online. And again, I only bought it because I went in store. And then when was that? Actually, I haven't bought Pokemon cards online in a minute. I bought a couple of Dragonite cards off eBay, I guess, over the last few months. That was like 2 or 3 cards in the last like 3 months. I've really just been buying a lot of stuff from my local card shop if I want cards. Oh, very nice. Playing through Emerald Sea Glass and Unbound. Very cool, very cool. I haven't looked, I can't remember. Have I looked into Unbound before? Did Alfred make a video about playing Unbound, or was that something else? Or was it Insurgents that Alfred made a video about kind of recently? Oh, how did I start moving? Okay, well, I'm gonna get them in that down. I don't know why I started moving right there. That was really, I think I got into this. I've been doing some resets for my Dialga, Palkia, Giratina, Arceus hunt off screen, or off stream, I should say. I think I got into the habit of pressing forward to move and actually get the reset going. I don't know if I know much about Unbound, but Sea Glass was fun. I should get around to playing Sea Glass on my own, just kind of finish it out, because I did get to like past the 7th gym or something. And I guess I could always bring it back to stream one day, possibly. I don't know. My mind is constantly, just constantly all over the place. Like, what am I going to do today? What am I going to do tomorrow? And then just changing my mind. I can never commit. The fact that I've committed so much time to this Shiny Living Dex so far is a miracle to me. Like, normally, in any other case, I would have gone about 6 months, 4 to 6 months, and would have been like, okay, I'm bored. I'm going to move on to something else. But I've surprisingly kept up with this. I think it does help that I've sunk a decent amount of decent amount of money into, like, you know, the capture cards and the wireless receiver and games and stuff. So I think knowing that I've spent money on this motivates me to keep going. Whereas like something like playing Emerald Sea Glass, it's free. I don't gotta put any money into that. So it's like, you know, got bored of that. Was like, oh, well, I'm not gonna do this anymore. Hopefully, I don't see myself getting bored of the Kaizo Ironmon anytime soon. Just because it's so random and crazy and fun. I think I'll keep up with that one. Oh, we got 2 females up there. No shinies. We got any more females on the bottom screens? Any shinies, maybe? Nope, bottom male. Ugh. But I've had the Delta emulator on my iPhone for a while now, and I used it for like a second to start playing through just black and white for fun. I don't remember which one it was, black or white, but I think I used it for about 3 days and then gave up on it. So I think if I put more interesting games, and by interesting I mean like black and white are very fun games to play, but like when I'm bored and want to play something on my phone, I'd rather have either maybe like a ROM hack or like a really randomized version of the game. Just because I've played through vanilla versions of, you know, generations 1 through 5 specifically so many freaking times. Like, you know, I played through vanilla black and white 4 times now, just for this Shiny Living Dex, and I've barely even done anything with the Shiny Living Dex through playing it 4 times over. Like, you know, I play these games a lot. So I should really like do maybe a crazy randomizer or something to play on the phone, or like a ROM hack or something. I remember years and years back when I had a Samsung, I, you know, got an emulator on there and was playing through a really randomized version of Pokemon Emerald. You know, I used the universal randomizer on my computer, created the file, put it on my phone. My starter ended up being I don't remember if it was a psychic type Poliwhirl, but it definitely had I remember it had, so I randomized like everything to the extreme, and my Poliwhirl had double kick. So, you know, move the hits 2 times. And the base power of the move, which granted is for each hit, not total hits, for each hit, was 150. So my Poliwhirl started, and I think it only had like 5 power points or something, so it was like kind of balanced in a way. Somewhat. So yeah, I had effectively a 300 base power psychic type physical move on my Poliwhirl, which again, I don't remember anything else about how it was randomized, but I do remember that being kind of crazy. Let's try and get more comfortable. Our goal is still silver, diamond, pearl, platinum for Delta Vertilism. Oh. I don't know if I've ever played didn't mean to mute myself there. I don't know if I've ever played the emulator long enough to notice my phone getting hot from it. I poured some contact solution into my eyes before I got on here because I've been wearing I wore my contacts to the gym. I don't like wearing glasses when I work out, so I make sure to wear my contacts. I'm perfectly fine at the gym, like no issues. When I get home, I don't know if it's like being inside and like dust or something, or maybe like dog dander or anything like gets to my eyes and starts messing with them. Just my eyes get incredibly dry when I wear my contacts indoors, specifically seemingly in my house. But I poured a bunch of contact solution into my eye to try and help myself out and make it better for the stream, and it seemed like it was working at first, but then yeah, it's kind of started to wear off. My eyes are getting a bit dried out as we speak. Make sure everything's good here. Yeah, I forgot I was doing that. Okay, I think we're all good. Yeah, we're good here. We're good. Yeah, they're starting to dry out again. Unfortunately, I don't know what happened. I wore contacts for the longest time. No issues. I guess during college, I did start to notice, like, at the end of a very long day, my eyes would get really dry from the contacts. But, like, it was, like, towards the end of the day, and it was, like, a more minor, like, annoyance. Now, I wear them for, like, 2 hours, it seems. Gotta take them out. My eyes just start feeling like heavy and like, I don't know if I'd say burning, but like it basically feels like there's a hair in my eye or something at all times once my contacts start bothering me. I switched over to doing like 1-a-days. I told my, you know, optometrist, eye doctor, I was like, hey, I've been wearing contacts forever, but like the ones I've been using not working for me. They are killing my eyes. It's a better option we can go with. They're like, oh, let's try 1-a-days. These are like extra moist. They should last you through the day. And like, since you're not reusing them, they'll be as fresh as ever and you'll be good. And no, I'm not good. But again, it seems to like indoors seems to be the problem. Cause last, when did we go? September, October, something like that. We went to Disney and I wore contacts the entire time because I wanted to wear sunglasses while we're out there. No problems. Like I wore them all day. No issues. So I have no clue what that's about. So who is ready for Pokemon Day on, what is it, Thursday? What, today's the 24th, so tomorrow will be 25th, 26th, 27th. Yeah, Thursday, right? Pokemon Day on Thursday. Any predictions? Anyone have anything they're hyped about seeing? Anything they think is going to happen? Anything, yeah, that's about all I can say about it. Any predictions? Any hype for it? I got to make sure I remember to freaking watch it. I'm so forgetful. Like, I forget what day it is so often. I'll just wake up and it'll be like, you know, my sister's birthday or something. And I just wake up, I forget what day it is. I just completely, it just leaves my mind. I'm like, I don't even know if it's, you know, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. No idea. What's the date? I couldn't tell you. I just get like, I get like spatially blind to time. So I need to make sure, I don't know if I should set like an alarm or a notification or something, or a reminder that I need to be, I want to be present for that whole Pokemon Day thing. Because they've got to announce stuff about Legend ZA, right? Like, there's absolutely no way we don't get information about Legend ZA. In fact, I would be willing to bet we get a release date, some big information about something going on in the game. Like, we're probably going to learn a lot. It's probably going to be crazy on Thursday, so I need to be present. I don't know if I've words. I'm definitely not going to be able to go live because I'm pretty sure it'll be happening while I'm working, you know, during my workday. I potentially might be able to record myself reacting to it, but we'll see. Maybe, I think I looked at it, it's like 10 p.m. or something, or 10 p.m., 10 a.m. when it should air, like my time, I think. Maybe I just take a really early lunch break or something so I can watch it. Pluto TV Pokemon channel. That's interesting. They have a Pokemon channel on Pluto TV. I never knew that. I'm assuming they'll like live stream it or something on their YouTube channel. I'll watch it there. Huh, interesting. Do they play like just reruns of the anime all the time on Pluto TV through the Pokemon channel? Like, how does that work? That is, that's interesting. Maybe I need to get me some Pluto TV. Although, to already pay for so many freaking streaming services and this, that, the other, I don't know. Unless Pluto TV is free, I'm probably not going to be, I probably won't be committing to it. Oh, it's free. Okay, okay. Well, shoot, I should get on that. Catch me some Pokemon reruns. Just from the original series up till Master Quest, though. Gotcha. What, like, is Master Quest just, Gen 2? Is that just Johto? I don't remember where that goes, or is that Hoenn? It has been a long time since I watched the anime. A long time. Because what, Hoenn is like Advanced Battle or something like that? I don't, Master Quest. What is that season? Where is that located? Or like what, okay, so it's Johto. Gotcha, gotcha. So they only have about what? What would that be? A fourth? Not even that, maybe a fifth of all the Pokemon episodes on there? Because that's pretty early, just Kanto and Johto. You still have everything from Hoenn onward, so maybe not even a sixth. Like, they got a little bit of the Pokemon anime on there. Not all of it, though. Not all of it. Which I don't think any service or anything has all the Pokemon anime on it, does. How would you actually go about watching the entire Pokemon anime? Do you have to watch it across like a number of different services? I know for a while they had like the Indigo League on Netflix? Did they ever have more than that on Netflix? Did they ever had the Johto stuff? Godzilla channel. That's funny. Just reruns of a bunch of Godzilla movies. That actually sounds like a good time. Just sit down and watch a bunch of Godzilla movies every so often. That is not something I've ever... When was the last time I watched a Godzilla movie? Goodness. I know that what was the recent Godzilla movie that got a lot of praise that was really good? I never saw it, but I heard it was a really good movie. I really can't think. Did I watch like a Kong versus Godzilla movie or anything recently? I don't know if I have. -1. You saw it 3 times. Yeah, I did hear that was a great movie. So I understand that. I've been in that position before. Certainly. I saw Infinity War 4 times in theaters opening weekend. I saw Endgame 4 times in theaters opening weekend. I saw Star Wars Force Awakens 4 times opening weekend. I think I saw Last Jedi 3 times opening weekend. Even though it was funny, I didn't even really enjoy Last Jedi. I didn't really overly like it. The first time I watched it, I actually didn't mind it at all. I was like, okay, that was fine. I think the more I watched it, the more I didn't enjoy it. Let's see, is there any other movies? I guess I saw Spider-Man No Way Home. I think I saw that one 2 times opening weekend. I think I saw Shang-Chi 2 or 3 times opening weekend. I think I saw it once with Emily, once with my friends, and once with Emily again and my sister. Maybe something like that. Yeah, I saw... So Infinity War, me and my friends planned to go see Infinity War Friday night. Or was it Saturday night? It was one of the two. So we were planning on waiting to see it a little bit later after it came out. But it was like, Thursday night. They have the early showings on Thursday nights. And I was sitting there in my room at my apartment just like, oh, I really want to see this. I really don't want to risk any spoilers. I kind of just want to I just want to go see it. Like, I know I'm seeing it tomorrow with my friends. And I went back and forth and I went and looked. It was like a 10:45 p.m. showing of it. There was 1 seat in the theater left and I was like, fuck it. I got the ticket. I went and saw it by myself. Just an insane experience. God, I'll never forget seeing Infinity War for that and Endgame were just unrivaled experiences. Endgame, I saw the very first release possible. Like, I think the first release was at like 5:30, 6 p.m. something on the Thursday before. I went into work early. I got off work early. I didn't want to risk any traffic keeping me from getting home to the theater. Like, I went there straight from work. I didn't go home and change. I just went straight from work. Actually, I might have gone home. I might have had time to go home and change. I don't remember. And then, yeah, I saw... What did I see Endgame with? Probably my friends, my parents. I probably saw it with Emily, too. Like... Yeah, those were experiences and a half. And I don't believe I'll ever experience anything like that in a movie theater again. Honestly, those movies kind of ruined movie going for me. Because it's like, if I'm going to spend all the money to go to a movie and you buy the food and sit around a bunch of other people, like, it's got to be an experience. Like, it's got to be something worth going to see. I need to come out of the movie actually actually feeling something, which I gotta say, Oppenheimer and Barbie, honestly, that same weekend, both those movies, those got me pretty good too. Like, those were pretty good experiences in the theater as well. I was surprised. Oppenheimer in theaters was wild. Like this, just the sound, like the sound design of that movie was intense and insane. That movie was really freaking good. That one was definitely worth seeing in the theaters. Seeing Superman, Jurassic Rebirth, and Final Four. Fantastic Four. Final Four. Fantastic Four. I doubt I'll go see Superman. I'm not really a big DC person. I've never been a big DC fan. I don't really trust DC. I know, what is it? James Gunn is doing the whole thing now, and he's obviously a very good movie maker, director. Is he a director? Yeah, director, producer, whatever. He's obviously very good at what he does, so I'm sure he might be able to figure out how to turn it around. But again, I gotta say, I saw the trailer for Superman. I'm not sure how I feel about the actor. He doesn't really look Superman-y to me. Like, I don't know. Something about him, he just doesn't have the Superman vibe for some reason in my eyes. I don't know if he's clearly in, obviously he's going to be in very good shape. I mean, to play Superman, you got to be pretty friggin' shredded, but I just feel like Superman should be a little bit bulkier. Like, I don't know, he looks a bit too lean, a bit too, like, streamlined. I feel like he looks smaller. I don't know what it is. Like, maybe it's just because Henry Cavill is a massive freaking human being, so maybe that warped my perception of Superman's size, but, like, for some reason, he just doesn't look very Superman-y to me. And then I've never been like the biggest Jurassic World person. I did see, or Jurassic Park. Obviously, I've seen all the original Jurassic Parks. I was not old enough to go see them in theaters. They are before my time. But Jurassic World, I'm pretty sure I saw Jurassic World in theaters, and it's a solid enough movie. The next one, I forget what was the one after Jurassic World, wasn't very good. And then I don't think I've seen the third one that came out after that. So I do not think I'll be going to see Jurassic Rebirth. Fantastic Four, it might get me there. It might get me there. I love Pedro Pascal, so like I might actually go see that one in theaters. I also like the guy that is going to be playing the Thing. I forget his name, but he plays Cousin on the Bear. I love him. Yeah, I think his character Cousin on the Bear might be my favorite character. He's hilarious. And then also the guy that played Eddie from Stranger Things is going to be the Human Torch, Johnny Storm. Oh, that's right, Galactus. Fly, what up, what up? I don't know if I'll be going long enough to make it to 17K, but I certainly hope not. I certainly hope. I'm tired of this pig not being shiny. I am dang tired of it. I certainly hope we don't make it to 17K. Yeah, I guess I haven't really seen too much about the Fantastic Four movie. It'd stand to reason, I guess, they've revealed that Galactus will be in the movie. It's not just going to be, well, I guess what? Is Doctor Doom going to be, is Robert Downey Jr.'s Doctor Doom going to be in the Fantastic Four movie, or is he, I can't remember what they unveiled him for. Is he in the Fantastic Four movie, or is he in something else as Victor Von Doom? Which I'm still not sure how I feel about that move, going with, Robert Downey Jr. for Doom. Like, I get they might be going for like some, variant thing where like, oh, he's a variant of Tony Stark. That's why he looks like Tony Stark. But I just feel like they should have just given him a rest, because I feel like it kind of dampens the loss of Tony Stark by just having RDJ in the movie, like in the universe again. And then also it'll be really hard to see him as anyone other than Iron Man in Marvel. I think he's a good enough actor that he can do stuff outside of Marvel, but like, you know, I liked him in Oppenheimer. But like in Marvel, how am I not like how am I going to go watch a Marvel movie and not just be like, oh, that's Iron Man? I know they say he's Victor Von Doom and Doctor Doom, but like, that's Iron Man. I mean, that's got to be the whole thing, is that he's like a variant of Tony Stark, and that's why he, you know, RDJ's playing him. I'm still I just don't know if I like it. I love him as an actor. I loved him as Iron Man. It just feels weird to bring him back as a different character. It kind of feels like a desperate move. It's kind of like oh, we're not doing too hot right now. What do we do? Well, Chris Evans doesn't want to come back. He did a little cameo for Deadpool Wolverine, so we're not really going to bring him back as anything else. So maybe, I guess, get Robert Downey Jr. to come back. I'm sure he likes money. But used to obsess with Marvel and binge the shows and movies all the time. After the last Spider-Man was the last movie. Yeah, I've definitely fallen out of it since probably about that Spider-Man movie as well. But yeah, after I kept up with it pretty well after Endgame. You know, I watched all the TV shows up until I think Secret Invasion was the. Is that the only one I haven't watched? Honestly, I never watched Echo either. Which I don't know who would watch Echo. I'm sorry. Who cares about Echo? Like, her character was the most non-character in what was she in Hawkeye, the TV show? Like, Hawkeye was a good TV show. I enjoyed watching it, but like, her character was just like, why give her a TV show? I don't know. Multiverse of they just use. Yeah. You do definitely have to be tasteful about it. Especially because, like, movies and comics are just completely different mediums. Like, you can get away with the multiverse and bringing back characters in comics. It's just, like, a different vibe. Especially because, like, again, going back to the Doom and, like, Iron Man and RDJ playing both of them. And the comics, it's like, if you want to say, oh, this Victor Von Doom is a variant of Tony Stark, it just, like, it feels different because there's less of a personal identity outside of the movies or the books associated, because it's just like in the comic that's just like, that's Iron Man, that's Tony Stark, and okay, a variant is Von Doom. Okay, fine, cool, I guess. In the real life in movies, it's like, okay, that's Robert Downey Jr., who is Iron Man, but now he's also Von Doom, so it just like, it muddies things up. I don't know how I like it, how I feel about it. Yeah, they definitely should have taken a break after Endgame. They definitely fell for the, holy shit, we're on the biggest hype train any movie series has ever been on. We got to capitalize on this, you know, Infinity War and then Endgame, two of the biggest movies of all time. We have people's attention, go, pump out the money, do everything we can. And it's just like, it didn't work. It just didn't work. And then like COVID happened immediately after that too. And it's like, you should have just kind of like taken a breather, taken a break, and just, yeah, reevaluated. Oh, I never knew that. He tried out for Dr. Doom in the original Fantastic Four. And it really is a shame because, like, WandaVision, I really enjoyed. I thought Falcon Winter Soldier was a good show. I wouldn't say it was, like, the most groundbreaking thing ever, but, like, it was at least an enjoyable show to watch. I liked the character work for Sam and Bucky in that show. You know, the characters actually felt like they had purpose and, like, meaning and, movie, story stuff. I'm not great at coming up with the words right now. And then what else? I liked Moon Knight. I thought Moon Knight was fun. Loki, the 2 seasons of Loki might be one of the best things Marvel's ever done, actually. Which is surprising. Like, I think the TV show of Loki is up there in like top 7 to top 5 like Marvel properties they've done. Like, I thought Loki was a really good freaking show. Like I said, I liked Moon Knight. What were the other TV shows they did? I liked Hawkeye. I thought Hawkeye was fun. I thought it was a fun show. Wasn't anything crazy. But Making Amazing Spider-Man 3. Yeah, Spider-Man, I do feel like they need to... It'll be tough because of like Spider-Man with Sony and everything. I definitely do feel like they need to capitalize on Spider-Man as the center point moving forward, because he's just the most popular superhero you have in the world at the moment. So like, you should definitely try and focus things around Spider-Man, I imagine. Black Panther would have been really good. It's really unfortunate Chadwick Boseman passed away. That was just really sad. I think he would have been a good center point as well. But I feel like with him passing, I don't feel like they really know what to do with the Black Panther IP at the moment. I honestly didn't mind the She-Hulk show. Like, was it the most groundbreakingly amazing thing ever? No, it was just fine. I don't think She-Hulk was that bad. I mean, it was a silly, whatever show. I didn't have any problem with it. Same with Miss Marvel, is that her name? It wasn't like the greatest show ever made, but like it was fine. It was a decent one-time watch. I doubt I'll ever touch it again, but like I didn't hate it. The Secret Invasion, I couldn't even get through 2 episodes of Secret Invasion. That Secret Invasion was actually terrible. Like, that was a bad show, which is really sad because like I'm not a comic book person, so I don't really know the comics super well. But when they announced Secret Invasion, all I heard online was just massive amounts of hype because of like the story. People were like, "Oh my god, this is crazy! Like Secret Invasion's so great." And then I'd never even finished the show. I heard it was just a terrible like ending. Unfortunately, Emilia Clarke, Daenerys Targaryen got involved involved in that crapshoot, and was just like, she that just and then after I tried watching Secret Invasion, just couldn't do it. Never watched Echo. Have they even done a show since Echo? Maybe Loki season 2. I don't know, have they done any other shows? I haven't been keeping up with it at all. I haven't seen the new Captain America. I never saw the Marvels. It took me forever to see like Ant-Man Quantumania. I saw Thor Love and Thunder in theaters because I thought it would be good considering Ragnarok was one of the best Marvel movies they made. Like, I loved Ragnarok. That is one of the most repeatably watchable movies in Marvel. And Love and Thunder was not good. I know everyone raves about the 3rd Guardians of the Galaxy. I didn't care for it. Like, everyone I saw online was like, "Oh my god, Guardians 3 is the best Marvel movie ever made." And I didn't like it all that much. Like, the story with Rocket was moving. It was deep. Obviously there was a lot to unpack there. I didn't like the whiplash of going from incredibly dark, terrible backstory for Rocket. He's being mutilated and just abused and tortured, and his friends are all going through this, and like it's just this heartbreaking story. And then immediately it cuts to Drax and like Nebula just yelling at each other, calling each other stupid. Like, I didn't like the just back and forth. Like, 1 second you're in this like really deep, serious like story in Rocket's background, and then next second it's like fart jokes. I didn't like that. I didn't like the back and forth nature of it. It was like the first Guardians movie had dumb humor, but like it worked. It wasn't too over the top, but it worked. Guardians 2 was a little bit more extra. It wasn't the most egregious thing ever, but like it was getting a little, you know, they always try and push the envelope a little bit more with the sequels, especially in terms of the comedy. But I can still sit down and watch Guardians 2. I think it's, you know, fine. Guardians 3, like the comedy was so juvenile. Like, I understand it's Marvel. It's not going to be the most nuanced comedy you ever seen, but like, it just, they like everyone out, Mantis, Nebula, Drax, they're, you know, even, you know, Peter Quill, Star-Lord, they're just screaming at each other, calling each other dumb, like just being idiots. It's just like, I don't know. I just didn't like the back and forth nature of it. I did watch the holiday special, I guess. It was fine. I honestly couldn't even tell you what happened in it. It's whatever. But I agree, Fly. WandaVision was really freaking good. I really enjoyed WandaVision. And then they ruined her in Multiverse of Madness. And then when I found out that, like, the people who created Multiverse of people who created Multiverse of Madness didn't even, like, know what was going on in WandaVision. They, like, didn't communicate the script or anything. They just, like, made the movie. Like, when I found that out, I was like, what are y'all doing? Like, WandaVision was so good, and then you just undid all of her character development because the people making Multiverse of Madness didn't know what was happening in WandaVision. And then, like, they have so much going on now that there are just things out there that are just like, what's happening with Shang-Chi? It's been, what, 6 years since that movie came out? It's 5 years. Like, what's Shang-Chi doing? Where is New Vision? Like, from the WandaVision show. Wasn't it WandaVision? It's honestly been so long since I watched WandaVision. You know, there's like the new Vision, the like all white Vision or whatever. Right? I'm remembering that correctly. That is a thing. It's been so long. Like, what is going on there? It's just like, yeah. I guess we finally got around to seeing, you know, what Sam was doing, you know, after the Falcon show, and then I guess we're going to be seeing what Bucky's doing in Thunderbolts. So I might see Thunderbolts in theaters. That's going to be either a really good movie or a really bad movie. I don't think there's any in between. I don't think there's any chance it's just an average movie. It's either really good or it's going to be really bad. Yeah, I guess what other teams are there than the Avengers? Again, I don't know the comics. I know there's Fantastic Four and like X-Men, but like what other teams are there within Marvel outside of the Avengers? Sentry is the villain. Yeah, I've heard the name Sentry. I don't know anything about it or the character. But isn't Sentry like insanely strong? Haven't I heard that before? Isn't Sentry like one of the stronger characters in the Marvel universe? Okay, I've heard of Defenders because that's the whole like Luke Cage, Iron Fist. What's the other lady's name? Those like Netflix shows they made a while back. Daredevil. Those are like Defenders or whatever. Jessica Jones. That's who I was thinking. Jessica Jones. Never heard of Midnight Suns. But if Sentry's the main villain, how are the Thunderbolts gonna win? Because like, Bucky's a super soldier, but like, outside of being, you know, strong and fast, doesn't really have any, you know, doesn't have any insane powers. He's not like the most broken superhero of all time. Yelena is just an assassin. Like, she has no special powers. She's just a really good killer. I guess what? Who else are in the Thunderbolts? The Captain America wannabe dude, John Walker. He again, super soldier, right? Is he even a super soldier? Did he take the serum or something? I can't remember. It's been so long since I watched Falcon Winter Soldier. He took the serum, right? Like, he does have super soldier powers now. And then the you know, Jim Hopper from Stranger Things, the big old Russian dude. He's also what? He's also a super soldier. And then Ghost is in there. I guess she has decently solid powers. And is Taskmaster going to be in the Thunderbolts? Because I know people were not a fan of Taskmaster in the Black Widow movie. And they killed that character. Or did they kill that character off in Black Widow? Maybe they didn't. I don't remember. Oh, man. Are there any other characters that are going to be in the Thunderbolts other than those? So, like, you have 3 super soldiers, an assassin, someone who can, like, phase through things. I don't really know the extent of Ghost's powers other than being able to, like, phase shift and stuff. And then you have Taskmaster who can just, like, replicate stuff, right? Replicate powers, or not even powers, just, like, physical abilities, something like that. Fighting styles. Is that it? How are they going to defeat Sentry? Which I was wondering how freaking Sam was going to take on the Red Hulk in Captain America. You know what, Brave New World, is that what it's called? I won't spoil anything for anyone here. I haven't seen the movie, but I watched a review of it because I was like, I'll probably watch it eventually when it comes to Disney Plus. But I want to know what happened, and I don't know. I heard it wasn't as bad as the reviews gave it, but I heard it's not really good either. Like, yeah. Effectively, he doesn't fight the Red Hulk or something. I don't know. It's it is a little bit like one of the reviews I watched someone say that, like, it felt more like a Hulk sequel than a Captain America sequel. Like, it felt like they just gave Captain America a Hulk villain, and, like, the story was just a sequel to the Hulk movie from way back in, like, '08 that they just shoehorned new Captain America into. Also, I heard it fell down to the, or it kind of, what's the wording I'm looking for here? It experienced the story. I can't formulate words. Essentially, the main villain's whole superpower is being insanely smart, and they fell down the rabbit hole of, okay, your villain's insanely smart, which means you have to write a really good story around them. Because then otherwise it's like, okay, well, then you clearly weren't, if you don't write a good story, a good plot, good. Basically, if you don't make them smart, then it's like, okay, what was your purpose here? Like, you're a supervillain who's insanely smart, but, like, the story was not very smart. So you kind of wrote yourself. The writers kind of have write themselves into a corner because they're having to write a character that in theory is a lot smarter than they are. Not saying writers are dumb, people that write these movies, but like a supervillain whose power is being so insanely smart that they can see everything. It's like, well, no one in the real world is like that smart. So it's kind of hard to write a character like that. Now, granted, I guess comic books get it right, seemingly so. I don't know. I do not know. I'm just poorly regurgitating what I heard through a YouTube video summary of it. Oh, man. All right, come on, Tepig. Please, oh, please, can you give me a frickin' shiny already? This is getting a bit absurd. Ooh, you're going to see Sonic 3. Very nice. I haven't seen any of the Sonic movies. I have not seen a single one of them. I was never a Sonic person growing up. I've never, other than, I remember way back in the day, my dentist office when I was, I don't know, in elementary school, middle school. Way back then, my dentist office had a little game room. It was a child dentist. They had a little game room with video game consoles. I think the only time in my life I've ever played a Sonic game was at the dentist. Because they had, what is it, PlayStation? Is that what, or is Sonic Sega? I don't even know what console Sonic's on. Like, that's how little I've ever interacted with Sonic. But yeah, they had something to play Sonic on. I remember playing it a couple times here, there in my childhood. But they still release Sonic games, right? So like, what console are Sonic games on now? Because like, Sega doesn't release game consoles anymore, do they? Not that I can remember. Like, it's Sony now, right? Sonic? It's on PlayStation? Oh, they put Sonic on multiple. Okay, I thought it was exclusive to one. Do they put Sonic on Nintendo? Is it like, can you play Sonic games on the Switch? I know Sonic's in Smash Bros, but I don't know if that means you can play Sonic on Switch though. Never looked into it. Ooh, excuse me. Come on, Tepig. Come on, come on. Come on, come on. This is getting crazy. But I still remember when they announced the first Sonic movie and they put out that first trailer, and they got bullied so hard for how bad Sonic looked. They had to redo the CGI. Like, that's still one of the top, like, social media online moments of all time. Like, a movie studio got bullied online into making their movie look better. That's just too funny. I feel bad for the animators who had to like reanimate the whole thing, but you think they planned that? If they did, that's genius marketing. If they honestly planned to like release a subpar looking version of the trailer with a really bad looking Sonic to garner attention, just for them to already have the like redone, retouched model for the movies. I mean, that's pretty genius marketing. It's a crazy risk, but that would be genius level marketing if, you know, considering it worked out. I wonder, should I try standing? Getting up and moving around some. Ugh. Oh, get a little bit unsettled. Getting a little tired all of a sudden too. Goodness, where's all this yawning coming from? Oh, nice, going to Comic-Con. Very cool. I have never been to a Comic-Con before. The only kind of convention I've ever been to is like a trading card convention. I've been to Collecticon. Have I been to that? I've been to one of those twice. I've been to two in Charlotte. I went to one a while back, 2021 maybe was the first one I went to, Collecticon. And then I went to, actually, yeah, I went to Collecticon last year in August, which was not on my idea, actually. I didn't even realize Collecticon was happening in Charlotte. We were there visiting Emily's family for Emily's birthday, actually, that weekend. And we're going there, and Emily's mom was like, hey, do y'all want to go to Collecticon? I think her little brother told Emily's mom about it. They didn't realize, they were unaware that Collecticon is like 95% Pokemon cards, and then there's like maybe 90%. And then the 10% is like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Or like sports cards. They didn't realize that. I tried telling them. They thought there was gonna be a lot more like sports cards, because that's the real reason Emily's little brother wanted to go. He really likes collecting sports cards. They're a big Buffalo Bills fan, so, and he just likes football in general. Yeah, I tried warning them that it's mostly going to be Pokemon, and it was. But it was a good time. Got me some cards. But yeah, never done a Comic-Con or anything like that. I think they did some kind of convention here near me recently. I don't think it was a Comic-Con, but it was some kind of anime type, comic type convention. All right, Tepig, 4 more encounters and we're going to be at freaking 16,800. Goodness me. I mean, shoot, I guess at this pace, if I do go for another hour, I could get to 17,000 if we actually somehow make it that freaking far. That would just be ridiculous though if we do. Dallas Fan Expo. Okay, very nice. Very cool. Oh man. You ever get stuck on one of those cycles where you can just not stop yawning? Goodness me. It just keeps coming and won't stop coming. Goodness. Some caffeine. Alrighty, 16,800. But way back in 2019 and like 2020, when I was in really good shape, I was working out a lot. I was I really wanted to get in such good shape and put on like really, kind of bulk up, which to be fair, I don't think I realized how much time it would take me to bulk up the way I was thinking in my head. Or like, if I wasn't going to take the time, I would have to do like steroids or something. Which I was not planning on doing. I was a little naive to how big you could actually get on your own naturally, especially in a time window, because I'd only been working out seriously for like 2 years. I wanted to like cosplay as like, you know, Captain America or like All Might from, you know, My Hero, or like Escanor from Seven Deadly Skins, like Seven Deadly Sins. I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get like big, I'm gonna put on muscle, you know, I'm gonna cosplay, I'm gonna do like the Captain America Winter Soldier outfit, because that's my favorite look Captain America's ever had, was his get up from Winter Soldier. Or like All Might, or, you know, Escanor was huge and all that, but like, it never happened. I stopped working out and got fat. But yeah, there was a time when I thought about doing stuff like that and going to some of those expos and whatnot. Never came to fruition though. Hey, maybe one day. All right, little piggy. Oh, my DS is dying. I'll just tough it out until it actually dies. And I'll replace it with my other one. Oh yeah, I'm stuck in the yawny zone. I think it's a combination of going to the gym and then eating dinner afterwards. I think I'm in a little bit of a coma. Going into a coma, I should say. I guess earlier I asked about predictions for Pokemon Day, but then I never actually gave any of my own. I don't think we ever actually pivoted over to that conversation. I guess honestly, I haven't been putting too much thought into it. Like, I really have not been dedicating much brain power into like, oh, what's going to happen with Legends ZA? Yeah, pretty basic, you know, mega evolutions. Obviously, I feel like they have to reveal it. At least one on Thursday, if not a couple. I feel like it'll be at least one. Probably find out more about the main story, I imagine. Like, you're probably going to get a better look into like what the game is actually going to be about, what it's going to kind of revolve around. Finally answer the question, is it in the past? Is it in the future? What time period is Legends ZA taking place in? I think we'll finally get that answered. Other than that, like, what? I did see a post on Blue Sky today. Something I never realized was all Mega Evolutions from X and Y were in the shape of X and Y. Like the letters X and Y. I don't know if it was all Megas from Gen 6 or just, it has to be just, well, is it just the ones from X and Y? Because I'm trying to think of all the Megas they did in Oris. No, maybe it's just X and Y, where they all look like the letters X and Y. But yeah, that's not something I ever noticed before, where all the megas corresponded to the letter of the game that they were like found in or whatever. So I wonder if we'll see a mega revealed in the trailer, or whatever they reveal on Thursday, if it'll be in the shape of the letter Z. Hi, little Leo. What you doing, little boy? Huh? What you doing, baby? You come to say hello? Or are we gonna get a Tepig? Are you gonna be good luck charm? Are we getting a Tepig right now? Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. It didn't work. You tried though. You tried. Yes, you did. Good effort. Yes. Good effort. Here. You come. You come here. You want to give it a shot? Here. Maybe if you're up here on camera and we try it out. How about that? I gotta go fast because I know you'll get squirmy and you'll want to get down soon. So I gotta run through this dialogue quickly. Yes, I do. Okay. Yes, you're just licking my neck. Very nice. Okay. I mean, shoot, if this is what it takes to get a shiny Tepig, I'm here for it. Okay, well, I don't know if I want him burping in my face. I don't know about that. Oh, is your foot stuck in my... Were you stuck in my shirt, my neck thing? What do you... Oh, right in my mouth. Oh, right in the mouth. Okay. All right. Let's see, little buddy. Do we got a Tepig here in honor of you? Okay, don't get too squirmy. We got to check these out. Okay, real quick. Is there a Tepig? Is there a shiny Tepig? Okay, not in the top two. Okay, that's my ear. Thank you. Yes, thank you. What about in the other two? We got any shinies? Huh? Okay, goodness, buddy. You being a lot. Nope, no shinies. No shinies, unfortunately. And I need both my hands to do the okay. What are you licking my neck for? Goodness. Crazy little boy. Crazy, crazy. Bum, 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 bum. But I really don't know if I could adequately guess what Pokemon are going to get Megas. Like, in truth, I have no idea. Like, there's Pokemon I can say I hope get Megas, that I want to get Megas, but like, that I know will get Megas, or that I really think in my heart will get a Mega, I have no idea. I have no earthly clue what Pokemon they are considering for Megas. I would love to see Dragonite, obviously. I don't think it's going to happen. I really don't, unfortunately. I think Dragonite... It's too perfect of a Pokemon. It's too clean of a design. Everything about Dragonite's just... It's already there. You can't improve upon it, so like... That's got to be their thinking at Game Freak. It's like, okay, fan favorite Pokemon. A lot of people really love Dragonite, but like... There's no way we can improve upon this. Like, this is already the epitome of dragons. Like, we peaked with the very first one we made. And, I mean, hey, sometimes it happens. Sometimes you just, you peak immediately and then you never get back to it. But as, you know, unfortunately, that means I never get anything cool new for Dragonite. But it's just because, well, Dragonite's too damn good to get anything new. You know, a lot of Pokemon from Generation 1 have just been power crept out of competitive play. Gen 1 Pokemon just not that good anymore. They've just things are just too evolved for them, and yet Dragonite keeps on trucking. Other Pokemon are falling off, and Dragonite's out here like Terra Normal E-Speed go burr. But no, I would love to see Dragonite get a Mega. I don't think it'll happen. It'd be really interesting if Dragonite got a regional form. Kind of like how Goodra got Hisuian Goodra. Again, I think that's because Goodra just wasn't very good, so they wanted to make it a little bit better with the Hisuian version. It's like a tiny bit better. It's not like world-endingly better, but... What in the world? Where am I bleeding from? Oh goodness, hold on, give me a second. I picked at something on my forehead. I am bleeding good, goodness. All right, I will be right back. All right. Took advantage of getting up to go use the bathroom. Then I guess, I mean, other than my favorite Pokemon, I really can't say what Pokemon I would like to get a Mega. Like, I feel like I would just be regurgitating my favorite Pokemon's list. Like, oh, I'd love to see Weavile get a Mega. Swampert's already gotten one. Jirachi and Suicune are never going to get a Mega. Yeah, Suicune already got a Paradox form. That's kind of like Suicune's little gift they gave it. Yeah, Dragonite, Weavile, none of the Eevee evolutions are ever getting like Megas or anything like that. So Espeon's never getting one. Gardevoir's actually already gotten one. Aegislash is never getting a Mega. They are never. If they do anything to Aegislash, they would just nerf it again. Because, yeah, that Pokemon's just strong. That is just a good Pokemon. I don't think we'll get a Mega Aegislash. Mega Chandelure. That would be sick. Is it going to happen? I don't think so. I don't think it needs it, but that would be a sick Mega. I would love to see Mega Chandelure. Finally give it Shadow Tag like it was always meant to get. All right, nothing up there on those two encounters. And of course, nothing down there on those two. When would there ever be a shiny Tepig for me? When would there ever be? But yeah, so like, I guess with Dragonite, Weavile, Chandelure, those would be cool Pokemon I'd like to see get Megas. I guess my non-favorites, I'll go with the generic Flygon. It'd be cool to see Flygon get a Mega. I personally really like Ribombee. I have, you know, just personal experiences, personal history with Ribombee, so I'd like to see Ribombee get a Mega. I think it'd be fun. I think it'd be cool. Did I count? Okay, I guess I don't think I've done a reset since I... For some reason, I thought I did a reset and then didn't count it, but then I was like, no, I don't think I did. I think I was in the middle of it. These resets just take so long. And by a certain point, I'm just like, We've just been here for so long on the screen. I can't remember what have I done yet? What have I done so far? But I think I'm going to do, this is going to be the last 4 of the night. I think I'm going to call it an evening after these 4 right here. I'm going to go, I think I might go offline maybe. Just watch some YouTube on my own. Continue this shiny hunt a little tiny bit. But I'll do these last 4 on stream right here, and then I will call it an evening for y'all. Red Fox, what up, what up? Yeah, sorry about that. Sorry about that. I guess, you know what? I can push it out for a little bit longer. How about that? We can stay here for just a minute more. I can do maybe like 20 or so more than this. Shoot, maybe we can push to like 16,900. How about that? We can try and do that. But how's it going, Red Fox? Anything fun, exciting going on? I'm doing pretty solid. Had a nice little day. Nothing crazy to write home about. It was just a solid day. Work was fine. Went to the gym after. Had some good food today. It's been good. It'd be a whole lot freaking better if I could get a shiny Tepig today. Tell you what. That would just make my day. Shoot, at this point, it's only February. I think getting a shiny Tepig might make... well, okay, I can't say that. I can't say that getting a shiny Tepig will make my year. I'm getting married this year, so... There are other much bigger important things going on, but... Shiny Tepig would be up there in, like, probably the top 5. Almost certainly up there in, like, top 5 moments for the year for me. At the rate we're going. Yeah, I don't know what I got to do, but other than be diligent, just keep persevering. Has to happen one day. But I feel like there's almost no way I go this entire year without getting it, right? Like, I already spent 6 months of last year trying to get this thing. There's no way I go another 12 months. You know, I can't, there's no way I go combined 18 months looking for a freaking shiny Tepig. There's just no way. Where's the button? 7 years? Like, how are they hunting for it? And like, how many encounters were they on? I mean, like, if they hunted it off and on and did, like, you know, 100 reset or 100 encounters like a week, sure, maybe if you're like on the first version. You mean like red and blue? Like they tried to 100 a day, or like fire red, leaf green. Still though, like 7 years, that just seems absurdly impossible. Like, how long did that hunt go for? 100,000 encounters? That's crazy. Shoot, it would be more than that. 100 encounters a day is 35,000 encounters a year. Times that by 7. I mean, shoot, you're looking at what, like 170,000, something like that. Am I doing the math right? No, I don't. Maybe. Yeah, you're looking at like 170,000 resets over 7 years. It's probably closer to 180,000, really. I mean, I guess it's not impossible. Like, with the insanely low odds of getting a shiny, I mean, because you could get that unlucky and just keep going for that long, but geez. I don't think I would go past 30. I think if we hit 30 and I don't have a shiny Tepig, I think I might just have to call it quits. I think I might just have to hop over to like Masuda method breeding or something. I mean, like, one could already argue that it's not worth my time doing the hunt this way. It'd be much more worth my time trying to get the shiny Tepig in another way for the Shiny Living Dex, but like it does at a certain point it does become like not worth my time at all to continue the hunt. Like at a certain point I just gotta call it call it what it is and try something else. Zoned out and forgot I could check my party. But I mean, also that would be my luck to start up a shiny hunt like this and somehow end up just like astronomically deep in the resets. I'm getting really freaking tired all of a sudden. Jeez. Guess I didn't get the most sleep last night. Yeah, I mean, shoot. Basically every other hunt other than Tepig has been really good to us, so. Totodile, Cyndaquil, Squirtle, you know, those were all nice. I guess the shiny gods have they're kind of pushing it a little bit. I think right now, how deep am I into looking for the, so I'm at 1,700 total resets for getting all the Pokemon gods, which I guess is what, times 4, you do 1,700 times 4. That's like 6,800 total encounters across all 4 Pokemon, I think, something like that. Yeah, 6,800. So, like, I'm inching closer to hitting odds on the shiny god hunt. Now, granted, it's like it's odds across all 4 of them. Each one of them individually is only like, you know, not even a quarter of the way to odds. But as a collective, I've almost seen 8,000 total shiny, or not non-shiny, total deities, Pokemon deities, and none have shown. So that hunt is it's taken a little bit longer as well. It has not been the fastest hunt in the world. Probably once we're completely done with once I finally find Tepig, I imagine either, I don't know if I'll go full into just doing the shiny god hunt. That one might be one I just do on my own independently. We'll see. Either it'll be Victini that I pick up after Tepig, or maybe I'll do Eevee. Victini or Eevee. And the Eevee is the one in Fire Red Leaf Green. I'll reset for the gift Eevee in the little apartment place. It's Celadon? Yeah, Celadon. Yeah, I'm gonna soft reset in the Celadon apartment area with the gift Eevee that you get in Fire Red Leaf Green. Just for one Eevee. Just for the first Eevee that I get. All the other ones that we need to evolve into the Eevee evolutions, I think I'm going to do Pokeradar in some way in Platinum. You know, get to the Trophy Garden and find Eevees in there eventually. And I'm either going to full on, I think I'll definitely full on radar hunt the first one. Like I'll try and get to a 40 chain on the radar and try and find a shiny that way for Eevee. I might do that for all 7 of them, you know, trying to get all the EV evolutions that way. After getting the first one, you know, getting my first 40 chain and finding a shiny, after I get that one, I might just cute charm glitch to get all the rest of them, just because it's like, I'll obviously be putting in a lot of work to get the shiny Eevee and Fire Red Leaf Green, presumably, unless I find it insanely fast. And then, I mean, yeah, once you've done one radar hunt for an Eevee, you don't really need to do, what is it, like 6 other ones. It's kind of redundant and pointless at, you know, at that stage. So we'll see. I've never done radar hunting before, so it'll probably entirely depend on how well I can pick it up. Like, if it ends up being really challenging for me, it just takes me forever to get it down, and like, it takes me a long time, or I don't know about a long time. With radar hunting, it, you know, shouldn't take more than a week or 2 to really get it down and get to like a 40 chain and find a shiny. But if I pick it up really easily and I'm like, oh, radar hunting super easy, I love this, then, you know, I might do all the EV evolutions that way. But if it is something that takes me a second, then I might just do 1. Yeah, the chain being able to break just like whenever, just randomly, it does seem a bit frustrating, and I don't know how I feel about it, because I personally don't see myself as the world's luckiest person. In fact, I kind of tend to think I'm rather unlucky. I am 16,000 encounters deep looking for a Tepig, so I mean, this might back up my case that I can be a little bit unlucky sometimes. So yeah, radaring might get to the point where it's like I keep breaking my chain, and yeah, it gets a bit cumbersome, but I guess we'll see. Like I said, I've never tried it before. I don't even think I've ever normally used the Poke Radar in Diamond, Pearl, Platinum. Like, there's legit something I've just never gone out of my way to bother with, even remotely, even just to like find something using the radar generically, like, let alone shiny hunting, is just not something I've ever had on my I've never had it on my radar. Oh, hello, Leo, are you back? Oh, you're so excited. So excited. Oh, goodness gracious. What is going on? Are y'all having fun? You're not having fun? No, you're not playing with Rai Rai? You're not bothering your brother? Buddy, why are you doing that? He came in here with me for a second, but I guess he wasn't enjoying his time.
He randomly ran out of
Little boy. Is Ryder just in bed?
Yeah.
Ooh, Rai. Oh, goodness. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do like only a few more encounters and then call it a night. Probably, I think at 16,900, I will call it an evening. I think my controller DS is probably about to die any moment now, I would imagine. So probably a good time as any to call it a day. See if I can get myself 8 more encounters here. Mango, what up? How many days has it been? It's almost been a total of 8 months. I don't know how many total days that is. I guess roughly 240 if you multiply 8 times 30. So I guess we're getting roughly on like 240-ish days. Now, obviously I have not done this every day. There's been times where I've taken breaks. There's been times where I've hunted other stuff. Yeah, and obviously I don't hunt like all the time, but yeah, since I started on July 9th of last year with this hunt. So it's been some time. It has been quite some time. Well, I mean, we genuinely are like, we're coming up on 8 months. Like we are closer. I guess not quite. We're closer to, we're getting very close to a year, you know. We are what? 2/3 of the way there. We are 2/3 of the way to an entire friggin' year of looking for this pig. Which is just a tad bit wild, a tad bit crazy. All right. Black 2, white 2. Y'all have been letting me down for a while now, but can you redeem yourselves? Which would be a negative. Black and white, you got anything for me down there? We'll take down Bianca with a shiny, maybe. No, of course not. Last time you were hunting Eevee on Leaf Green, and since then you got your Eevee. Oh, you got an Eevee. Very nice, very nice. Congrats to you on that. Have you decided what you're going to evolve it into? I actually did start up a shiny Eevee hunt myself in Fire Red Leaf Green. I didn't get very far into it. I don't remember how many encounters deep I am. Let's see. How far am I into that Eevee hunt? If I can pick this thing up. No, I cannot. This thing does not want to come off my desk. Goodness. 500. I am 500 encounters deep on Eevee, so I haven't really been at it in a while. I haven't done too much with it. You went Vaporeon. Very nice, very nice. That is a nice shiny. Nice little purple, pinkish. I guess I out of reflex just reset the game and did a come on, English words. Find words. It did more encounters, so shoot. I guess I'll keep going for just a second longer. How about that? No, certainly, we certainly do not always get what we want. That is very true, very true. I mean, unfortunately, it's just karma getting me back for Totodile, Cyndaquil, and Squirtle being so quick. Because really what? By getting those 3 hunts done so fast, to balance out to the like 1 in 8,192, you know, what? I got Totodile in... It's like 4,000 total encounters, I would say, because I wasn't looking for anything in particular with the Soul Silver starters. I just was looking for one of them. Totodile happened to be it. There was like 4,000 encounters to get that. And then Squirtle was, I don't know, 400 encounters. And then Cyndaquil was 600 total across all the... It was 200 total Cyndaquil. I was looking for Cyndaquil specifically. So really, I guess... It was only 200 encounters for Cyndaquil. Yeah, I saw 600 total Pokemon because, like, I was looking at Chikorita and Totodile as well. And if you combine those, that's... I'm like half odds across 3 hunts. So, to balance this out, I guess, what would the math need to work out? If those 3 hunts added up to half odds, in order for this to... Why can I not math right now? I'm failing to math really hard. But yeah, these cutscenes are not very fun. No bueno, no bueno. Do not enjoy them. And without speed up, yeah, certainly very tough. I've been playing through Kaizo Ironmon, and putting that game on speed up has been a must. As these certainly, doing the repetitiveness can certainly be, really get to you with all the slow movingness of it. But I think in order for the math to work out, let me just freaking... In order for the odds to even out across all of them... I guess... Ew, yikes. Okay, I was able to do the math in my head. Just holding the calculator made me smarter, so I was able to do the math in my head. Technically, for the odds to work out, to where all the hunts even out to a 1 in 8,192 chance, this Tepig hunt's going to have to go to 28,000 encounters. Because I got 3 shiny Pokemon in a total of like around half odds. I guess a little over half odds. You know, like 4,600 something encounters. So for 4 Pokemon to have a total odds of 1 in 8,192, you then have to divide the number by whatever the number is divided by 4, obviously. to get to 1 in 8,192. So that would be 32, because 32 divided by 4 is 8. So in order for everything to add up to 32,000 total encounters, then divide by 4 to get to 8,000 for the shiny odds, this has got to go to 28k. I don't know if I explained that very well. It makes sense in my head, but I don't know if I explained it very well out loud. I could never be a teacher. I'm not good at talkie. The technical talkie. I can think it out in my head, but like explaining it out loud, not so much. So yeah, I don't want this. I don't want this hunt to go for another 12,000 encounters. I would much rather not do that. I really would rather not. But I mean, I also have the whole shiny god hunt going, which is also, you know, 6,000 encounters deep, almost 7,000. So if you add 7,000 to this, that's 23,000. So like, I really just need 5,000 more encounters for the for the math numbers to work out. Not even that much, because it's more like 4,000. So like, yeah, like I you know, just need like 4,000 encounters for everything to like kind of even out, maybe. Which I guess would put us getting the shiny at 21,000. Yikes! Not it's better than 28, but that is not bueno. Yeah, I really just I obviously knew going into doing the Shiny Living Dex, obviously there was going to be a number of hunts that go over odds and, you know, well over odds. I really didn't think it would be the first one that I started. Like, I really did not think the first ever shiny hunt I started for this whole thing would take this long. Like, I really was not expecting. I thought Tepig was going to be fast. I thought it was going to be like 5,000-6,000 encounters. I thought that was when we were going to get it. And then when we went past that, I was like, well, we're going to get it before like 10k, so it's really not that big of a deal. And here we are, 7,000 encounters later, and have not gotten it yet. So, tis what it is. But hey, having the whole 4DS setup, having the wireless controller, it makes things so much easier. Like, this is so much better this way than the way we were doing it before. You know, if I'd had this the whole time, we'd probably already have a shiny Tepig by now if I had 4DSs the whole time through. That's very true, Mango. That's very true. We're soaking up all our bad luck here, so everything else will be good luck. It all washes out in the end. It'll all be good. Oh, interesting. Never seen that before. Okay. Yeah, YouTube can't see what popped up from well, let me do this reset and do that. And does this work? Did it actually work? Did. Oh, apparently I have unstable connection on Twitch. It's telling me I am unstable. But for those of you over on YouTube, I think a bot or something, some just kind of spam account came through over on Twitch and tried to promote me saying, buy cheap viewers here. Something like that. So it was kind of funny. Haven't had that happen before. I blocked the account, but it was kind of funny. No one on YouTube's ever offered cheap viewers for sale. Must only be a Twitch thing. I'm really surprised my DS hasn't died yet. Guess it can last on red a lot longer than I thought it could. Oh, goodness me. Oh, so it's no problem. The DS in question is just a wireless controller. The DSs that will have the actual Tepig on it, they're perfectly fine. They're constantly being charged while they're connected to the computer, so no worries there. If this thing dies, I just have to move all the controller stuff over to a new DS and we're all good. But honestly, you know, if we get the Shiny Tepig on one of these, I'll just probably put the controller down and go grab whatever DS has the Shiny actually on it. Yeah, no, certainly would not want to risk losing a Shiny to dead battery. That would be no bueno. Oh, man. Oh, contacts. Yeah, definitely when I'm done with this stream, I gotta take these contacts out. Oh, man. You're getting me good. I cannot stop yawning. Can't stop. Come on, what is going on? That was a long one. It would not go away. Goodness. Shoot, I might need to go to bed. I need to take a page out of Emily's book and go to bed early. Do I have stable? It still says I have an unstable connection over on... I don't know what I could do. Like, why would I drop my bitrate any lower? I don't know. Cannot pretend to act like I understand Twitch. All right, so who actually thinks we're gonna get the Shiny Tepig before 17,000? You know, in the next what, 68 encounters? Is it possible, or am I going over 17k? Mango, okay. I appreciate your confidence. Appreciate the vote of confidence. A little more pessimistic, Red Fox, but I understand the sentiment. I do. I would definitely like to get it before 70k as well, or 70. Good God, I would love to give it before 70k. 20k is what I meant to say. I had 17, and yeah. Anyways. Yeah, no, I am not even touching close to that number. Like I said, if we get to 30, I think I'm giving up. I mean, at that point, if I actually get to 30, it'll be really hard to give up, because then it'll be like, okay, I put this much time into it, I got to keep going. But man, it'll be tough sledding. It'll be a mental hurdle to actually commit to going over 30,000. When I know that I could just like Masuda method hunt with some like shiny powers from the pass, pass orb system, pass powers. Like, knowing all that, it'll be tough to go over 30k, but we might have to do it. Or shoot, if I get to 30k, I might just have to bite the bullet and install 4 more capture cards in all the DSs I have, the other DSs I got, and just get more copies of Black 2 White 2 and just start resetting in 8 total games. Maybe that's what I'll have to commit to if we get that far. Hopefully we don't get there. And shoot, probably to do that, I had to buy a whole USB extension thing and like open up my computer and install it. Probably had to buy a whole second one of those too. Go to actually went to Micro Center. I went to Micro Center in Charlotte looking for one of those because I bought these 4 DSs with the capture cards and everything. I have plenty of USB ports on my computer, just plenty of them. So I thought I was good, but like my computer kept crashing, so I had to go buy a USB, what's it called? PCE USB, what is that? What is it? PCE USB extension? Something like that. So I'd probably have to go buy another one if I wanted to add 4 more DSs to my computer, my setup here. Which really, that wouldn't be the big issue there. To be getting 4 more copies of these games. Now, in Japanese, they wouldn't be like that expensive. I think I could get 4 copies of these games in Japanese for less than $200. Maybe even less than that. I could probably... 4 copies? I could probably get them for around like 150 to 160 maybe if I was diligent. Maybe slightly more. French, and I hadn't even thought about going to another language other than English or Japanese. I guess it would make sense. They are my favorite games. Might as well own Black 2 White 2 in like every language that's out there. Be kind of cool. Now, granted, proving that games in other languages outside of English and Japanese, proving if they're real, I imagine it's the same process as proving the other ones, but like, I don't know. I don't know how reprinters, reproducers, I don't know if they even bother with non-English games too much, since the other ones don't really fetch the money the English ones do. Ooh. I wonder how many different total languages these games are out in. It's gonna be purple. Interesting. This song is Unova Route 12, but it is the Game Boy Color remix. It's from Zame, Z-A-M-E. So yeah, just Unova Route 12 GBC remix. But yeah, Zame's remixes are very good. My entire playlist, like literally every song that goes on in the background, from Zame. It's all linked in the description, by the way, for anyone that is interested. My entire stream playlist. Also, it should be public. I think anyone could use it. So like if you need stream music for your background, all Zame asks is that you like tag them in the description of like either a stream or video that you use their music in, and like maybe put a link. You know, since I have a whole playlist, I just link the playlist, but Zame seems pretty chill with letting people use their music. Would just put a little bit of credit in the description and you're all good. But shoot, I got like, I don't know, 200 something of their songs, all Pokemon remixes. Like, I don't have a single non-Pokemon thing in here. It's all, I've thought about throwing some, it's mostly Pokemon they do some other stuff here or there. I've thought about trying Legends of Zelda or other games, Mario, but I think Pokemon just obviously fits the vibe better because we are exclusively playing Pokemon stuff. Hello, did y'all just eat? Is that why y'all come in here like that? Leo, you're smacking your lips and Ryder's licking my foot. Crazy boys. If I were to actually get the shiny right here with them in here, I'd probably scare the living daylights out of them. Like, they would probably run away like, oh my god, what is wrong with Dad? Why is he going insane? Especially Leo. Leo would not enjoy the reaction to me finding this thing as shiny. Leo is a very scaredy, cowardly little boy. He does not like overexcitement or physical exaggeration. Ryder will probably be like, hey yo, you want to scrap? You trying to fight? What you doing here? Why are we going crazy? Wow, my DS is still... that is really surprising that this thing is still alive. Could this thing actually hold out until 17,000 encounters? Could I actually get there? I feel like it's probably going to die like right beforehand. I'm going to have to switch over everything for like a few encounters. And just feel it now. Oh, y'all are crazy little boys. Y'all are crazy. Y'all know that? I just can't with y'all. Y'all are something else. I gotta move for a second. Y'all watch out. Oh, and there goes Leo. He said, I gotta get out of town. Started getting cold all of a sudden. It's actually pretty warm out today. I think at nighttime definitely it gets chillier out. But just all of a sudden, like out of nowhere, I just got this like chill run over me. Wonder if that's like a premonition. Am I having a vision, a feeling of the future of a shiny here real soon? Oh, also, I guess I forgot to point out, I did bring Shiny Embor Pokemon card back to the microphone. I did notice while Shiny Embor has not been very helpful with the Shiny Tepig, I did find all my other shinies, you know, Totodile, Cyndaquil, Squirtle, with Embor on the microphone. And ever since I took Embor off, I haven't found any more full odd shinies. So like, you know, even if it's not the, you know, lucky charm for getting Shiny Tepig, it kind of feels like it was the lucky charm for getting all our other shinies. So maybe I figured I got to bring it back. Unfortunately, I demoted the Dragonite that was hanging out here on the microphone, mainly because he was kind of getting in my way. He was obscuring like a third of my other monitor over here, and I was like, well, I kind of needed to be able to see what's going on. So, well, I had to put little buddy back up here where he belongs with his brothers and sisters, the Dragonite army behind me. Decided to bring Shiny Embor back. Ryder, you are one crazy puppy. You know that? You're one crazy little boy. Hey. All right, only 32 more chances to go, little pig. Taking the old sweet time, but that is a-okay. Every so often, my brain will play a little trick on me. I'll think I see something that I don't. You know, either like I'm looking between the screens, so like the colors kind of flash or like change, or you know, whatever visual tricks that your eyes play on you. Every now and then, I think I see a yellow pig, and my heart drops a little bit, and I'm like, oh my god, it's here. And then I realize I'm looking at another orange Tepig, and I'm like, well, damn. Never mind. Ooh. Okay, buddy, let's stop the yawning. I haven't been able to stop all day, but let's stop. You know, I think finding a shiny would be... I'm feeling... I can definitely tell I'm getting really tired here. I can definitely tell I am sleepy and a little bit groggy. I am failing to find some words here, but I was going to say, getting a shiny would be a greater shot of adrenaline than like any amount of caffeine ever would be. I think I would perk up and be awake in an instant. Tepig decided to bless me here. Otherwise, I may be seeing an early night to bed. Probably use some reading before I go to bed. Bought a Kindle recently. Been reading Percy Jackson. Been rereading that. Haven't read that book series in a long time. Probably been... shoot. At least 15 years since the last time I read the first book, The Lightning Thief. Like, I was probably 8, 9 years old, I think. Well, shoot. God, I'm old. If I read The Lightning Thief when I was 8 or 9 years old, that means it's been 20 years, because I'm about to be 29. Good lord. So yeah, I'm reading The Lightning Thief for the first time in, I guess, 20 years. Bought a little book bundle with The Lightning Thief, Sea of Monsters, and what's the third book called again? What am I? So I am rereading the books on a Kindle, but actually I have all the physical copies sitting right here next to me at my desk. Yeah, I've talked about it before. I want to read these at night, but Emily goes to bed before I do, so I can't really read in the dark with physical books. I can read it with a Kindle, though, with a lit up screen, so... And also it was on sale, so I figured by now I'll buy a Kindle. The Titan's Curse. That is the third Percy Jackson book in the series. So I bought a bundle with those 3 books. Am I going to bed already? Oh. She is. I am almost done here. I was kind of hoping they would have all 5 of them in just a bundle, because like each book individually is like $6. Not the worst thing in the world, but the 3 I got were only 13, so like I basically got one of the books for free. But it's just the first 3 books that they have bundled. The last 2 you have to buy independently. And they did the same thing with the Heroes of Olympus series as well. First 3 are bundled, next 2 you have to buy individually, so yeah. What can you do? I might not have looked hard enough. They might have all of them bundled together. I didn't really like look too terribly deep. I just saw, you know, the few options there were. I was like, oh, there's a bundle for these 3, and I can save some money instead of buying them all individually. I'll just do that. But it has been fun. I've been needing to get back into reading for the longest time. Now, once I'm done reading Percy Jackson, I definitely need to Read something a bit more age appropriate, probably something a bit more mature and, you know, a little bit of a higher reading level than a book series intended for, like, you know, young children and like young teenagers. Maybe something a little more age appropriate for a guy that's about to be 30. But I wanted to reread the book series because honestly, I've kind of forgotten everything that happened. Like, I remember a vague outline of the series and like where it goes and what happens. But like the more nitty gritty details, I really am fuzzy on. So I kind of wanted to revisit everything. Ooh, did Mom lock y'all out? Well, we're gonna go say, I'll at least go say goodnight to her in just a few minutes. Try and get these last 12 encounters out of here real quick. But unfortunately, Ryder, it is looking like Tepig does not want to be found yet again. Yet again, Tepig does not want to be found, so we're going to have to be going over 17k. Oh, great. There's somewhere where it would be. So there is some book where it'd be so nice to have. Yeah. Yeah, oh, there definitely have to be. Like, there's a lot of books in the world. I'm sure there are definitely more mature, mystical, magical related books out there to read. It's just finding them. It's a bit easier when they're global phenomenons like Harry Potter. You know, it's pretty easy to hear about them and get around to them. When they're more niche and less known about, less talked about novels, then yeah, you takes a second. I was thinking earlier today, I might try reading The Hobbit or like Lord of the Rings or whatever. I never really could much get into the movies, but I don't know. I feel like that's the kind of book that you should just like read. I feel like it's one of those classics that you just got to read at some point. I gotcha. Yeah. I was thinking about reading The Hobbit, and then I hear a whole bunch of people talk about like Brandon Sanderson being a really good author and having a lot of really good books. So, you know, I thought, oh, I could try and read some of those or something. But we'll see. I still have a lot of reading to go to finish everything with Percy Jackson. Not just Percy Jackson, I'm also doing Heroes of Olympus as well. So I've got 10 total books to read and all for that. But there we go. So with this, we will have 4 more encounters on the night to take us to 17,000. And if we don't get the Tepig here, well, unfortunately, we will be calling it an evening, and we will be back on Wednesday once again trying to find this little freaking pig. Yeah, I don't know too many authors either, really. I'm not super well versed in the author sphere. Leo, buddy, 1 second, okay? Just hold on. He's at the bedroom door scratching at it because Emily closed it. I am just about to go out there and occupy y'all so y'all can let mama go to sleep. We just got to get through 4 more encounters. And checking black 2, white 2. Do we got anything? We do have a... I've always said it's going to be a female when we get a shiny, so... Up there in the top left, Tepig, you got me? You got me a shiny? To be a negative. All right. Black and white. Show me some crazy sparkles. Let me see them. Of course, that'd be a no. I'm about to finish right now. All right. Well, 4 more down, or I guess I should say 400 more down. We started tonight at 16,600, so 400 encounters down. 17,000 total encounters later, we don't got a freaking shiny. Tepig continues to evade me. All I can do is keep trying. So we will be back on Wednesday to try and get this dang pig. Hopefully I will see you all there, and hopefully we can finally get this damn thing to shine. Super appreciative of all of y'all coming here, chatting, hanging out with me. And I'll do a little plug for myself. I don't normally do these. I feel like recently, what was that? I don't know what noise I just made with my mouth. I feel like recently YouTube hasn't been pushing streams out to people as often. So if you'd like to keep up with the streams, make sure you are aware when they actually go live. Hit the little bell thing, the little bell icon to get a notification when I go live, just to help out, you know, in case you want to keep up and it's just not, YouTube isn't telling you when I'm live. That'd be greatly appreciated. And yeah, I'll see you all on Wednesday.